Hey there, good morning everyone. Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022. This morning's devotional is a reading from the second book of Corinthians, chapter 12, reading verse 10. It reads, "That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." What Paul writes here in a nutshell is that he is content with hardships, persecutions, and calamities. Now you may ask, what person in their right mind would be content with that? When it comes to failures, persecutions, hardships, calamities, etc., it seems we have decided that if we ever experience failure, then we ourselves are failures. Now, why is that? Well, the only thing I can think of is that because it goes against the grain of our nature. We want to be prosperous and successful. Failure is integral to human life. Look at Abraham, Jacob, Moses, David, Peter, among others in Scripture. They all experienced failure because they were mere human beings. Mere humans fail every so often. Not always, but we fail every so often. And it's good that we fail like that. Why? Well, failure refines us. We mature through failures because we learn from them much more than what we learn from successes. A saying I came across the other day reads, "A mistake that makes you humble is better than an achievement that makes you arrogant." Something to think about. Through failures, our character is formed. No person can become what they are supposed to become without experiencing some failure in their life. Failure also fuels us, or rather, the potential for failure. While we may not like failure, we like to face its potential. We like to be tested. That is why we like competition. It's why we like the risk. It's often the excitement of uncertain outcomes that drives us to learn from failures and improve in the hope of avoiding more. The potential for failure must be real. And when it is real, then we will sometimes fail. The danger, of course, is getting stuck in the slot, in the shame of failure's past or the fear of failure's future, or maybe even both. But when we do that, failure defeats us. We live dull lives, devoid of daring. But we need not get stuck. We can instead reject the shame of failure and learn to deal with it by acknowledging fault, by confessing and repenting if sin was involved, facing any consequences, allowing God to teach us what we need to learn, and then moving on. My dear friends, life is very challenging at every turn, but allow yourself to grow out of failures and mistakes. Allow them to prune you, to shape you, and to sharpen you. Because when you do this, you will begin bearing fruit, real fruit for God. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.